Buddy, we're transitioning.
We're live, pal.
I don't want to talk about my transition.
I want to shake his
Everybody-
hand.
Welcome back to the Dirty 20 D&D nights here on Discord and YouTube, Twitch, whatever the fuck you're watching on.
We're also on my Twitter now.
It's on Twitter, on X.
It's Twitter, goddammit.
Been
Still
some
Twitter to
weeks
me.
since we last played. Quick recap. Last time we played, the party made a deal with Fist and Donalis while back in time to he would help them get to where the Dragonlance is in exchange for Raceland to become his assistant, which you guys kind of deciphered was supposedly a death sentence for Raceland. At the same time, Inafine and Kaywin, while realizing that they were kind of stuck in a time loop, were met face to face with Haster the Big Bad. He offered Inafine a deal to where he would bring them, everybody that was in that bar, frozen in time, stuck in time, to where Fatu and the rest of the party was, in exchange for her unborn children or an unborn child. Fatu, with some amazing rolls and skill work, was able to talk to her through time and space, very interstellar-like. Love transcends time, and he convinced her not to.
Murph! Murph! Sorry.
At which point, the Big Bad tried to attack you guys, but was seemingly banished from the area, banished from wherever you were. Jump back to, and then Inafine and Kaywin decided just to hang out at the bar because they didn't want to draw the ire of the dragons in the city and
Which
their
you
situation.
laugh. You laugh as a fool's errand, but watch.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get attacked by the dragon.
Going back to the Back to the Future party,
Gotta go back.
you ended up in the celestial palace. You found the Dragonlance, and you were confronted by a dragon that was seemingly made up of space and time. It's a void dragon. Thinking you're there to taint the palace and steal unwarranted for the, in the name of evil, you are now kind of stuck in initiative and battle with this dragon. That catches us up. And before we start battle, I'm going to let you guys kind of role play a bit if you want. You're confronted with this massive dragon that seems to be made of stars and space. And
Devonian says, we're not honestly trying to fight this thing, right? Like, is there a way out? Can anybody see a way out?
I look over at Raceland. What are we looking at here, Raceland? What is this?
He looks at you and he said he's staring at the dragon. He looks at you, looks back at the dragon. He goes, oh, it's a protector of the items here, and it's obviously watching over the palace in the absence of the god. He goes, I'm sure we could leave, but considering the deal we made, I'm not leaving here without that fucking lance.
I'm guessing we can't reason with it at all.
We already tried that, right? Off out of character.
Yeah, out of character, yes. What happened was the first one you talked to was kind of like you were able to kind of reason with it, and then another one kind of
popped up. But wait, the first one had a off character. What was his name? Because he had a name. He transformed into like a person, didn't he?
Nope.
Oh, he's still a dragon too?
He transformed into a human form
Yeah.
That's what he
to
said.
kind of help you, but he did not. I did not give him a name.
First he was a man, and then he was a dragon man.
You have to call me Dragon.
But his
The
name
dragon
was
man.
Trogdor.
Nightfall.
His name is Trogdor the Burninator.
Trogdor the
Yes.
Burninator.
You have to
Trogdor!
call me,
Yeah!
Constant V's.
you have to call me Nighthawk.
Oh. Shout out to
Okay.
Homestar Runner.
Yeah, so this second dragon has a much more boomer mentality, so to speak, towards you guys.
Is the first dragon still with us?
No, he is gone.
Oh, he left.
No, well, he didn't leave. The human form he had taken was pretty much annihilated by the second dragon. There's no trace. There's no sign of the first dragon.
Oh, he attacked him?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
It has been a long time, Kenny.
I don't. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not judging. I get it.
How big is this dragon? Like, it was like the sky, pretty much, when you, I think.
Yeah, when you first came in here, like, and you looked at the ceiling, like what you thought was the roof, it appeared to be like the cosmos.
Huh.
Then he began moving his wings, and you realized, oh no, that is a dragon. So he's massive. He is on par with the giant black dragon in the city.
I asked Graceland.
I want to start talking to him like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Ask-
Name.
We're not real.
Aliens.
Raceland, what do you think we should do about something this massive? Clearly we can all feel its power just by looking at it.
He's looking at it. He's got his staff in front of him. He's like, get ready. He pretty much tells you, he's like, if we can't reason with it, we have to go through it.
We don't have anybody that speaks dragon on our group.
I mean, what is the dragon language?
Draconic.
Draconic.
That makes sense. That's right.
Good job.
Draconic, duh.
Good job. Kevin. Good job.
What language do you say in England? Man, I don't feel like we can just run in and attack this thing.
Probably.
Like,
No.
Can I do an insight check just to look around for anything that looks like it might be useful in either swaying this thing or helping us against it?
Well, it's not an insight check. Give me an investigation check then.
That's the one. That's the one. Where the fuck is it? There, it's 7. What is that? Is that 11? Nope, that's 17.
First he was a man.
24.
All right. You scan the entire area. You're looking for anything that might give you the idea of a measure of control over this. Thinking you're looking at this kind of like this might be the things, there might be some kind of cage type thing for it. But the more you look, the more upsetting it is at the fact that you can't find anything. This place was not designed to control this, because it's in a sense like the person or the being that controls this entire place doesn't worry about the dragon. Like, God doesn't worry about, creatures of Earth or anything. This thing has free roam.
Is there
Is
maybe a way that we can roll an insight on? Because I never thought of this until now. Is there a way to insight on his strength or abilities of any kind?
Yeah, because I was going to
Um,
say, is he corporeal? Like, if I swing a sword at him, is it gonna? I mean,
Go
it
through
has
him.
it has a physical form. If you're trying to understand what you're looking at and have an understanding of this thing from a physical aspect,
Hmm.
um,
Or is
or
that
a magical
investigation?
aspect, you would have to give me a nature or arcana check. Like,
Arcana.
or if you wanted to give me a nature arcana, or if you're trying to recall any kind of information you might have ever heard about something of this like, it'd be history.
26.
On what?
Arcana.
26 on arcana.
yeah.
You from that, you are safe to assume that this thing is a creature of the literal heavens. Like, it lives and dwells within space. You would be safe to assume that it is not going to be affected by the cold because it lives in the void. You would assume that, considering you've spoken to it, it speaks common, draconic being a dragon, and void speech because it's of the void. Um, Once again, you would anything about the cold is a like, it gives off a very frigid demeanor, and you'd be safe to assume that this thing is potentially able to manipulate gravity.
Huh.
It's a very powerful being from space or of space.
Space. Science.
So that thing was. Sorry to keep asking more off questions. It was in the same room with us. It just ended up kind of revealing itself after he attacked the first dragon.
Yep. Both dragons, in a sense, made up were like the heavens above you. Like, they moved and they revealed the true heavens.
And because I'm dumb as fuck, what? So we have to get through this dragon to get the Dragonlance.
Yes.
Is he like holding it, or is it just like in the next room, essentially?
Nope. He is like, the Dragonlance is on a pedestal in the center of this room.
Okay.
And he is like perched above it, like he is protecting it in that sense.
Okay.
Very gargoyle-ish.
Tell Kavonian, well, I'm pretty sure he heard the first draft of everything we talked about with the first dragon, so I'm guessing this guy doesn't care.
Hey, Tinzo, how secure does that Dragonlance look in that hold, or whatever
mean,
it's?
He's
Can we make a
literally
perception check to see if, like, if we ran up to it, if we could pull it out, or if there's like a mechanism that's holding it in place? I'm asking that out of character.
What was the question?
So the Dragonlance itself, can we see if it's just like resting on the pedestal, or is it something like we have to mechanically fuck with to get it out of there?
Give me a perception check.
Hey,
Can we just ask nicely for the sword?
we already did that, I think. That's
Yeah,
the-
no,
Did we?
yeah. That's
So
why I was
The
asking
first
how
one
much.
was the first dragon you had convinced it, like, of your intentions, and then this second one was just not sold.
Not going
and
with it. Yeah.
Perception.
his you're getting from him, he is here to protect the items in this palace at all costs.
I rolled an 18, by the way, on that perception check.
An 18. As you look at the Dragonlance on the pedestal, it appears to be floating in place. as if held in place by some aura of power from some celestial power. There's nothing physically holding it there. Gravity is just keeping it in its spot.
Who's here with us? Are we still separated, or is everybody together?
Nope, you're separated. It is currently there is Fatu, Nori, Tinzo, Kivonian, Sturm Brightblade, Goldmoon, Raceland, and Tasselhoff.
Okay.
Actually, no. Tasselhoff is not there.
All right. I say out loud to Raceland. I say, Raceland, it kind of looks like we could just run up and grab that thing if somebody can distract that dragon enough. And then I think that Dragon Lance might be our best bet at beating this dragon.
He looks at you. He's like, you can see his eyes darting around at the dragon, at the lance, around the room. He looks at you. He goes, he's like, what do you have in mind?
We need our strongest arm to get into that lance. And I think I have a spell called Gravity Sinkhole that maybe could give the dragon a run for its money for long enough for our biggest, strongest arm to get the lance and throw it at that thing's heart.
He looks at you. He goes, I don't know. What if it doesn't work? How do you plan on getting to the lance?
Running really fast. We have to distract that dragon.
He looks about at Sturm, at Goldmoon, and at the rest of the party. He goes, who's the fastest one here?
Let me see again who's here. Nori, maybe? She's a fish person?
He looks over at Nori, who's just probably, sitting there chewing on her shirt collar.
Wow. Cool, I'll just run and get it. Yeah, I am fucking fast.
Could she pop in and out of shadows?
Yeah, are there any? I don't think there are any here, though. It's not very dark.
It's not very dark. You are literally in you're in
I can make it over there in 2 turns if I dash everything.
I'm trying to see, what can we use to distract the dragon? Like I said, I have this spell called Gravity Sinkhole. It's a 20-foot radius sphere of crushing force forms at a point I can see within range and tugs at the creatures there. Each creature in the sphere must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d10 force damage and is pulled in a straight line toward the center of the sphere, ending in an unoccupied space as close to the center as possible. So I could cast it behind it, pull it back, and it holds it long enough for somebody to get to the spear.
All right,
Anybody
so
got
hold on.
banishment?
Banishment? I don't have.
The lance is right here.
Oh, it's in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's even better. But I mean, obviously his movement's probably crazy.
Hold on, I don't know if this will break the game,
Oops, what did I do?
but if I open Dimension Door in front of us and I'm envisioning where this lance is, can I just reach the lance and then we have the lance?
Tell me how Dimension Door works again.
So you teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward or upward to the northwest at 45-degree angle, 300 feet. You can bring along objects, or as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. So I guess it's not like a portal. That's what I'm thinking. But I would teleport there. Creature must
Would
be
you
within
be able to, in a sense, Like you just kind of like vroom, vroom, right to the. You're trying to like voot right to it, grab
Basic-
it, and then voot back.
Like instant transmission, basically.
Can you
In theory, yeah.
can you transport somebody else?
Let me see.
You can.
You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to the carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you. If you would arrive in place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage.
If you do what? Why would you take damage?
If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you each take
Gotcha.
4d6.
Okay.
And the
So,
spell fails to teleport you also.
so how about you and Fatu get ready to teleport to the spear. I'll cast Gravity Sinkhole, and maybe whoever else has a spell that can help in that situation to keep the dragon busy. And you teleport, you and Fatu over there. Fatu, you get that spear and throw that shit at the dragon's heart.
That sounds like a plan.
What about you, Fatu? You have any idea there? Is he listening?
I don't know. I'm just looking at his face right now.
Tony? He's giving me the finger. They're giving me the finger. Maybe the mic's not working. The mic's not working. Well, did you hear the plan? You can shake yes or no.
You hear me?
There it is.
Yes.
Okay, what's the plan?
We're trying to have you and Tinzo. He's gonna use a spell called Dimension Door, and it's gonna transport the two of you right next to the Dragonlance. At the same time, I'm gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole, and if anybody else has anything else they can do, it's gonna hopefully pull the dragon back away from the lance a bit and hold it long enough for you to grab the lance and use your strong dwarf arms, your strong muscly dwarf arms, to hurl the lance at the dragon's heart. Because we think that might be the only way. This thing is enormous.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Kavonian turns around to Raceland and says, "What do you think of that plan? Do you have anything that you can add to the spell?"
He's kind of just sitting there wide-eyed looking at you and looking at Tinzo and looking at Fatu, and he's like...
We can die in any plan, and I think that Dragonlance gives us the best chance.
He goes, I have... He stops, he's staring at the dragon, which is now kind of just like roiling up on its hind legs on top of this pillar. He goes, if it works, he goes, I've got something to aid our escape afterwards. He goes, if this is really your game plan, your A game plan, he goes, Godspeed.
Pause for 1 second, and I'm saying this in character. Pause for a second. You have something to aid with our escape?
Yeah, he goes, I can build a wall of force in between us that nothing of his should be able to get through.
Wait a minute.
But then how do we get the Dragonlance back?
Remember what we did in the library? We were passing books back and forth. Couldn't you just open up a portal right in here and then we just grab the lance?
He looks at you. He goes, I could. He goes, I kind of thought that's exactly what you were about to try to do.
Well, my ability, unfortunately, would be having to go all the way over there, and then we would be a liability at that point.
Yeah, Dimension Door, like, is a teleport spell. You can't just, it's not a portal that you open up and grab shit. Right?
Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, well, yeah. He goes, I can open up I can open up a portal to in front of it. He goes, it's who's gonna grab, whoever's gonna grab it's got to grab it, and
Yeah, I think we need to rethink
we're
the
gonna
plan.
have. He goes, if that's the case, I'm gonna be focused on that spell. So when the dragon realizes what's going on, he goes, you're gonna be the ones that have to stop it.
So now I'm rethinking the plan out of character because I forgot that he can make portals
Yeah.
to get us out. So instead of throwing the dragon lance at the thing, we need to just distract the dragon long enough for him to get the portal open and then get the fuck out. Like, I don't think fighting this dragon is the best idea.
The dragon you hear behind you just he's like, leave this place now.
Enzo, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Where'd she go? Damn it! Damn it!
All right.
And then he can open a portal, I can make a run for it. And then back and forth, right? It's in front of the dragon. It's not the one behind it that I'm looking at. It's the little token in front of it.
It's in front of it. It's
Sitting
on top of a pedestal, floating, probably 5 feet in the air. 5
Right.
feet in the air.
I'm already invisible. I am willing to run up, grab it, and bring it back, or at least try.
Okay.
Anybody else before I went invisible. I'm invisible.
You're invisible and you're doing this?
The dragon immediately just flares itself up. You can see in its body the things that look like stars get much brighter. Everything flares up like
He's about to.
Where is she?
When he says that, Kavonian starts looking around, and I notice that Nori's not there, and I say to Tenzo, "Oh, I think we're starting the plan now, buddy."
Give me a stealth check, Nori.
Okay, but I'm also gonna cast Pass Without a Trace too.
Okay, give me.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I can do all of these. I'm gonna use that. Pass Without a Trace is an always thing, and I definitely.
The lance. I'm gonna cast Gravity Well.
All right, hold on.
Yes, there.
What did you say? I gotta.
Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Stealth. Okay. Oh fuck. What did I get? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on. 27.
27. Okay. So you go invisible and you hear the dragon. Where is she? And you're looking and he's kind of scans and then all of a sudden he just hones in on right where you're standing. There you are. What do you do?
I'm gonna fucking run for it. I'm gonna go try to get it.
Wait, is the portal even open?
Nathan immediately goes, fuck. Opens up a portal right in front of himself.
Because we didn't roll initiative, so I'm
We
gonna.
did.
When?
Yeah,
Last time we played.
What was
Last
my? What the? Did we talk about that? That was like 3 weeks ago. So what the fuck's my initiative?
I'm letting you do this.
Oh, okay, then yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna run, grab it, and run back. So when I have enough.
Worst case, we will re-roll initiative because I guarantee nobody remembers what they rolled.
No.
Yeah.
I think it was like 27 on mine. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a 35.
All right. So you go through the portal.
No, I'm just running up to grab the sword and back.
Wait, which is the sword? Is it the thing all the way to the right, or this
The
thing in
one
front of it?
in front of the dragon, towards
Ah.
us, closer.
She's doing the
Correct?
Medal of Honor run.
Okay, hold on. Raceland he's behind you. He pops open a portal like right here.
Okay.
Another one appears right next to the sword.
Oh. Well, all right, fine, I'll do it. Go. I'm in. And I grab it
Okay.
and then I come back.
We in
I would-
initiative.
Oh, you grab it as you come out in front of it, and you're grabbing at it. First off, give me an athletics. Give me a strength check. This is a massive weapon.
Oh, okay.
Are we in initiative or are we still pre?
Nope, we're not in
Okay,
initiative
alright.
yet.
Hold on. Strength check. Let's see. 17 plus 5 plus 4.
Are you proficient in strength?
Yup.
My strength.
28. 26.
Okay.
26.
Okay. So you are. Well, why does it say here you have a 4 for a strength check?
I have.
Oh, you did a custom roll. Whatever. I'm not.
Yes.
All right.
I didn't. I don't know why mine rolls when I have to switch whatever. So it's on mine. So I got a
All right.
26.
So you pop through the dragon, like you grab onto the lance. You're able to pull it out of the force that's holding it in place. As you pull it, you look up at the dragon who's looking directly at you. And he is going to.
Even though I'm invisible, he can see me.
He already saw you.
Okay. Oh, I went through a portal. I'm just saying. I moved.
His perception. It's a massive celestial dragon. He's got great perception.
It's
and there is a floating sword now moving. So
yeah, and there's a floating sword. He's going to use his stellar fire breath on you. He's gonna. So I'm gonna need you to give me a dex save. To see if you can get back through the portal before he hits you.
Can do. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm gonna roll a d20. And you said dex?
Dex
so that's
save.
an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22.
Can I counterspell him through the portal?
What's the range on counterspell? Well, it's not a spell; it's literal flame breath.
But he's a celestial being, isn't he? So it would still be more magic than a normal dragon.
Yeah, but that's like saying, "Can I counterspell somebody from spitting?"
Yeah, the counterspell is not going to work on this because it's just an attack.
Yeah, it's a net for dragons. The breath attacks are just natural. That's not it's not like he's casting fireball. It's just
yeah, it's Dragon Bukkake.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for him.
20. I got a 22.
Let's see.
If we were still titling episodes, we would have just found the name of the title right there.
Dragon Bukkake.
Dragon Bukkake. All right. So you grab the dragon lance, you pull it out of its gravitational pull. You look up, dragon's rearing back, and as he bellows out this black and this black flame out of its mouth, where you were standing, you were able to duck back through the portal before you would take any damage. You're back where you were. The dragon's you kind of pop back through, and the dragon's finishing spewing its breath.
Let's get the fuck out of here!
Devonian turns to Raceland. He says, "Get us a portal out of here." And I start to cast Gravity Sinkhole 20 feet behind the dragon, if you'll allow it.
You're gonna cast grab like right back here.
So like here. Yeah, ish.
Okay.
It
So
has-
what does gravity sinkhole do?
Okay, hold on. Let me get back to it. A 20-foot radius sphere of crushing force forms at a point you can see within range and tugs at the creatures there. Each creature has to make a Constitution saving throw on a failed save. It'll take 5d10 force damage. I'm going to put it at a level 6, so it's going to be 7d10 force damage, and it gets pulled toward the sphere. So, like, my aim really is, it's going to hurt it, but I'm trying to buy Graceland time to make a portal.
All right. So what is it? Does it have to roll like a pat, like something to take half damage, or is it like an attack?
Let me just actually cast it quick. Yeah, he's got to make a Constitution save of 20.
Con save 20.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You know what? He fails. All right. So roll damage.
Okay, so I gotta read that shit. So it's one above 5th level. All right, so yeah, so it's 7d10. Where the fuck is my d10? Bear with me, guys. I'm fucking up everything.
No, you're just really just speaking again to the overall superiority of the app.
Is there still a portal by any chance, Ken? Open? Like are we attacking him through this portal?
I'm an
No,
app supremacist.
Kevin's attacking him in just in reality.
Okay.
The port, like as you're standing there, as Kevin starts to do this, Nori has just come through the hole. She's she's there with the Dragonlance. The hole is still, the portal is still theoretically open for the moment.
6,
Can I
7.
through the portal cast Wall of Force and create a muzzle around his mouth?
You can try.
That's 29 damage, and it's got to pull him back toward the sphere.
Okay. So as you cast that, you pull him back. He got it. So it was, you said 29?
Yeah.
Let me just make a note of that.
And I rolled 2, 1, 6, 3, 5, 2, and 10.
The
Number.
dragon gets pulled back towards this. It starts flapping its wings. You hear him. He's like, cute. He goes, "You're in my domain." As he says that, you feel your grasp on the ground beneath you fail. You begin to float in the air. He has eliminated the gravity in the room.
So yeah, as that was opening,
Does that dissipate the gravity sinkhole?
What was that?
Does that dissipate my spell when he does that?
No, that is still there.
Because according to the laws of physics, if there's no gravity in the rest of the room, the gravity in the gravity well should be twice as strong. Because it's the only source of gravity now.
Comes with gravity.
Science.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how science
Yeah,
works.
I
You know
still
what?
want to cast that
Give
thing
me
on his
an
mouth.
Arcana check.
If we're using
I'm-
And if
Newtonian
you roll
physics,
high enough on it,
that's how
I'll let your science tidbit there.
No,
play
it's
out.
not our science, sir. It's Sir Isaac Newton's.
This is just the sandstone wall all over again.
No, we're just.
What'd
we're
you
just
say, Arcana?
Really big nerd.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 24. I rolled a 19 plus 5.
Okay, 24. So you realize, like I said, you begin to float in place of where you are, and you're like, oh fuck. And then you realize you're starting to get drawn towards the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Maybe you shouldn't have.
And that one.
You should have kept your fucking mouth shut.
Good job, Kevin.
Anyways, I'm
Go ahead.
still casting Wall of Force through the goddamn portal and creating a fucking muzzle for the goddamn dragon.
Why hasn't this other guy opened a portal
the
yet?
portal is here.
Yes, but it's in front of the dragon.
Yeah, he's probably. Well, what's the range on that?
120 feet through the portal. I'm sure I can catch it.
Okay. All right.
So
What does he have to roll?
Nothing. It's a wall of force. And I decided to create a wall of force around its fucking mouth. So now whatever he tries to blow out, it's not going to happen.
Oh,
It would
Let me
just
see
blow
this.
back in his face.
So it says an invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier or an angle. It can be free floating or resting on a solid surface. You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface made up of 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels. Each panel must be contiguous with another panel. In any form, the wall is 1/4 inch thick. It lasts for the duration of the wall. If the wall cuts through a creature's space, when it appears, the creature is pushed to one side of the wall. Your choice which side. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage, and it can't be dispelled by dispel magic. Only a disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly. However, the wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall. Either way, I designed it into a muzzle through the portal.
that dog at least.
Okay. So you know what? I'll let it happen. It's now muzzled. As it's muzzled, you're still floating towards it.
So everybody's floating towards it
Yep.
because all the gravity is gone. Who has the dragon lance then?
I have it. Where's this guy opening the portal to get us out of here? I thought that was the next step.
Hey, Raceman, whatever portal you're going to open, you should open it in front of us.
Well, it's back. He
Shit.
got you in back here. That's
Shit.
most likely where he's going to get you back out. Fiston Donalis is not on this plane of existence, on this realm. He's back in the real world.
Oh, so Fiston Donalis is the one that has to make the portal to get us out of this world.
He's the one that knows how. Because you're on a different realm. Different plane.
All right. Who's got the best aim and throwing arm? Because I'm going to use physics again. The somebody that throws that dragon at the dragon, right? The closer it gets to where that gravity sinkhole is, the faster it should start moving. So it should have at least advantage on the dragon if it hits it.
All right, what is the dragon if it wants to break free?
Let me see how long this thing even lasts. It might not last that long. Casting times one action. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's instantaneous on the duration. So I guess it's probably already done. Is that what that means? It doesn't say that there's a time limit.
Hold on a second.
20-foot radius forms, blah, 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 failed save, blah, 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 blah. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pulled. Yeah, the only thing it says on duration is instantaneous.
You said that's gravity well?
Gravity sinkhole.
Cool. That's a 5th level spell?
4th. But I'm using it on 6, but it says it's a 4th level evocation.
Okay. So in the 6 seconds, let's say, that all this has happened, you have traveled up to here. The gravity well beneath him vanishes. You're still floating in the air. The dragon is livid. Can't speak, it can't do anything.
Well, it can talk. I just can't blow fire through the thing.
Oh, if it's muzzled, it can't. I'm playing it that it cannot.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
It's not telepathic.
what it can do though
Uh,
is you watch the like as the gravity well disappears, the dragon kind of breaks free, lurches forward, looking at you. It disappears in an instant, and magically, as if magically, teleports to right where you were. Now we're gonna roll initiative.
okay. What's the rest of the group doing?
Oh, and just for fun, I'm invisible, and since I'm holding that sword, so is it. Just FYI.
Man,
So
it's a
I'm
lame-
not. Whatever.
Okay.
beep boop beep boop beep boop boop. All right. Well, ooh, I just rolled a nat 20 for initiative, the most useless nat 20 ever. +6, it's 26.
Kivonian 26.
I got 18.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop.
I rolled
Fatu,
a,
what'd you get?
I got
11.
a 10.
Who's that?
Tony got 11. Tony got 11, and Tinzo got 10.
Yep.
All right, let's see. So the order is going to be all right. All right.
Okay.
The order is
While he's figuring that out, the guy said he had a way to get us out. We did this, and now we don't have a way out.
well, you're currently floating in air. So you
Like-
can't really make an escape. You can't get to where you have to get to make your escape.
I think there was a misunderstanding when I asked Raceland if he could get us out of here.
Okay. Because I was banking on that we had a way out,
Yeah,
or
same.
else I kind of wouldn't have maybe done what we did. But okay, well, we're just gonna fucking do it live now.
Well, now I think our only choice is to use the lance against him when we get to your turn.
Or
All right, Kivonian, you start off. Remember, you're floating in place.
how does that work mechanically to move?
Do we just swim?
You can't. You really can't unless you can fly.
Cool. Oh. I cast polymorph.
You do what?
I cast polymorph.
Okay. That is wait, what kind of save is that again?
So I'm looking at it's a wisdom save. It's going to be 20. Spell transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form. An unwilling creature has to make the saving throw. The spell has no effects on a trait. That doesn't matter. And this the transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops to 0 hit points. So yeah, he's got I'll use the thing now, and he's got to make a wisdom saving throw of 20.
All right. He passes.
All right.
Passes. So yeah,
At least
so
you
you
tried.
try. He kind of feels it, and he's just like, he's like, what? Are you serious?
It worked once before. So then that's my action.
Wait, what did the dragon roll?
Dragon rolled a 28.
Roll
Well-
it again.
Dragon rolled a 29.
It's worth a shot.
No,
Definitely.
that's definitely worth a shot.
Shot in your mouth.
Uh,
Can't say
um,
the rest of that on the internet.
yeah. I can't even move because I'm just floating. Who's next?
Next, I believe, is Nori.
Next is Nori. I am going to give Nori Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
All right. Is there something I can just like bank off of and push myself towards the dragon?
Is she close enough for one of us to do it?
Fastball special her.
I would send one of us backwards, but willing sacrifice.
I
Oh,
would say you are close enough to the wall
Uh-huh.
that you could try to push off of it.
Okay.
I would need an acrobatics check.
Is there anything
Accurate.
to help her besides the Bardic Inspiration?
What does Bardic give me? Plus what? Or
Uh,
what do I roll to get?
So as a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gets an inspiration. For 10 minutes, you can add 1d10 to any ability check, attack roll, saving throw. And this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. So if it's a shit roll or if it's a good roll, you don't want to use it, you don't have to. But if it's a shit roll, you can just say, "Yo, I want to use it" before Kenny tells you.
What? All right. So what did you say in acrobatics? I want to. Okay. Here's my goal: is to push myself off. I mean, in general, I have 55 feet of movement with gravity. So I want to bank off this thing, get it, and essentially try to stab the dragon right off the bat
With the dragon lance.
with the lance. So,
Okay.
still acrobatics first.
Yeah, give me the acrobatics check.
Whatever you told me. I'm gonna use the Bardic. You said what
Are
it
you
was.
sure you want to click custom and not just click on acrobatics?
It doesn't work when I do that. Well, it
If you click it on your page and then you go back to the map, it shows up.
does. It's just super annoying. Well, I mean that rolled me a 19.
Okay. Do you want to add the bardic?
Yes. So what is that? What'd you say? D10?
Yep.
Okay, come on, 10. I'll take the 6. So what?
25.
25.
All right. On a 25, you're able to get your feet on the upper part of the wall next to that you're up against, and you're able to push yourself off towards it.
Okay. So I'm then gonna assume that I am within range to be able to try and strike this guy with this lance.
Yep.
Or I want to get myself in that. So what
Throw
should
it.
I? Okay. Shoot. What would I?
All right. The lance has a +10 to hit.
Okay. So just
So
go
give
off
me,
of what?
give me just a like a custom D20 roll, and
Okay.
then whatever you get, add 10 to it.
Whatever I get. Come on. Fuck. Technically, it's an 11.
Technically, it is an 11, and it's also a nat 1.
Oh no!
So wow, what an awful time to roll a nat 1. Womp, womp, womp.
Oh wait, no.
It's cool, guys. I got this. I push out. You can't even see me. You just hear me. Nothing is.
Oh,
You cannot see
yeah.
a thing.
Once again,
I'm on that one too.
the dragon has. It can see you. So
You
you
moved
step up
so
the pole
many
and
times.
you're holding the lance and you're kind of
Can I say I dropped the lance halfway through so somebody else could maybe try to
No.
pick it up? Come on. All right.
no.
Fine.
So as you're coming at the dragon, you are doing so slow because there's no gravity. That as you're within range,
Fair.
the dragon just goes.
Think of the Austin Power scene with the steam ripple.
No!
Like
Guys, this looks
everybody
really
else
cool.
leaves, they just watch this dragon like raise its hand and swing at nothing, and they just hear you.
Oh wait, I could dodge it, couldn't I?
No, there's no gravity.
Okay. So now
So
what?
you go back to where you were.
Okay, but I still have the lance.
Give me a
There
strength
it is.
check. See if you hold
Like-
on to it.
All right.
That's fair.
I strength check. All right. This is
Do it.
All
Do it.
Please be another nat one. Oh no, you drop it.
it's a 12. It's a 12.
Who left? Oh,
Nobody left.
Oh.
On it. Okay.
I got a 12. Do I still
12?
drop it? Yeah.
No, you're able to hold on 12. Oh, like that's strong enough to hold on to it.
That's
You know what? Fuck it. I dropped the invisibility because at this point it doesn't fucking matter. And I'm just like on my ass. I'm like, it's fine, guys. We got this.
Yeah. the dragon's like seeing your form again, just kind of like chuck.
okay, she humble.
Is that your turn?
I think I have a. Well, that was my action, correct? Let me
Correct.
just make sure.
You use your movement speed.
I used my movement. I did an action. Bonus action. I would have to be in range for any of these. Action. Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point and I'm going to do patient defense, which means that I now have the dodge action, so he'll be at disadvantage if he tries to hit me.
Okay.
Yes. So that's
Okay.
it.
Um.
And I'll just say, like, anybody else want to give it a go?
All right. At the end of your turn, the dragon, while sitting there floating above the ground, laughing or chuckling to itself, you watch as it kind of just like this aura of energy kind of emanates from the dragon, and you suddenly feel yourselves like as you're probably 15 feet above the floor now, and you feel an unnatural pull, and you are all slammed back into the ground. I'm going to need everybody give me Constitution saves.
Nine.
Okay.
21.
I also got a 9.
Nothing.
All right. Fatu?
I rolled a 7.
Roll a 7. All right. Anybody who didn't roll over an 18 takes 22 points of force damage. Anybody who did roll over an 18 takes 11. So Stern, Gold Moon take 22, Raceland takes 11, Tenzo, you take 11.
I take it.
Cavonian, huh?
I said I take it. Yeah, I take 20.
Yeah, everybody else takes 22.
That-
You as you slam, you feel gravity again. Like you feel you are now prone. You're on the ground, prone, like you're slammed back into the ground, but there's gravity again. That brings us to Raceland. Raceland's going to get up. And Raceland is going to cast.
Okay, great.
I don't realize I had my mic unmuted because I'm waiting for opportunities to drop jokes. I'm really high.
Raceland's going to cast Lightning Bolt at 6th level.
Oh,
All right. It is going to be. Oh, shit.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Lightning
That's
bolt.
Lightning bolt.
What the hell are you doing? We're playing Harry Potter. Fuck Harry Potter.
Well,
Did you just
okay.
kill the
I gotta
dragon?
hold on.
Racing
Just
accidentally
random
killed the dragon.
NPC just killed this dragon. Like, all right, that was fun, guys.
it was easy.
My bad.
We're getting slammed around for a while, you know. We need it.
Where would all that
Raceland
experience
hits the
points
dragon
go to
for
the NPC?
38 points of lightning damage.
Lightning bolt.
That's and Raceland, as after doing so, he's going to back away from the dragon as far as he can. That brings us. That's his turn. That brings us to.
Don't say the dragon.
No, it's not the dragon. It's Sturm. All right, Sturm's going to roll up on Homeboy. Bring up his sheet real quick.
And he was Dragon Man. In their thatch roof cottages.
He's the dragon man.
All right.
And the trapdoor comes in the night.
That's gonna hit.
What is Sturm doing right now?
Sturm is attacking Homeboy with his sword.
Yeah. What? No.
45. Sturm's going to hit it for 45 damage.
Ooh. We're doing a double-digit damage now.
And then he holds his ground, which then brings us to Fatu. You're up, bruh.
All right.
Yeah.
So realistically, what can I do to this thing? I don't have magic or anything. I'm just a meathead.
Stop saying
Take
that.
this, take this sword.
Well,
Oh,
where did
you-
where did the lance fall?
I still have it. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he
I-
close enough to get a hand off? A hand job?
I mean, you're pretty much within 5 feet of each other.
there you go. Take it.
Ah.
I take the dragon lance from Nori. Now, this is just a lance. This ain't like a sword or anything, right?
It's a lance.
Yes,
Got a
you
plus
have to.
10.
You have to
Damage is-
yeet it into your enemy.
Yeah, you're stabbing with it. It's a giant, like, I want to say more. It's very halberd-esque. Like, it's long. It's probably about 10 feet long in your hands. The full length of it. You ever seen Berserk? The guy Guts.
We
How
watched,
big that
we
fucking
watched
sword is?
literally one episode, and we were really stoned, and it was like, what the fuck is going on at one point?
Yeah.
That weird Asian anime.
Have you seen A Knight's Tale when they're on the horses?
Yes. Okay, so
She
Oh,
knows what a
right.
lance is.
is it
Like 11-foot wall.
now the dragon wants this thing too? Obviously,
The dragon wants to stop you from taking it.
I'm taking it, so he's just guarding it.
Yep.
Okay.
Would you
Does
like
the,
to
does the
rage?
Dragonlance give you extra power, like eagle powers, like Nacho Libre?
You don't know that yet because if you're taking it from Nora, you've just put your hands on it. You haven't attuned to it or anything of any, amazing understanding of the
Magical
weapon.
nature of things and what have you.
Yeah,
Now,
you're kind of distracted.
I'm a dwarven barbarian that wields the sword of Crom. Do I have to roll anything to kind of understand this thing?
No, you can wield it. Like as you're looking at it, you get the understanding of in its current state, it's made to pierce. It's not made to slash. It's made to go in.
Now, how far is the dragon from me?
Dragon is within your ability to move.
So I could logistically either run at this thing full speed or spear it like
Like 300 to Xerxes.
yeah.
Yes. Like because as you get up and like gravity is like the dragon is now on the ground also. Like he's a massive dragon.
If you want to hit it in the park, you're gonna have to throw it.
Yeah.
All right. So do I have to roll something to pinpoint his vital organs?
That's smart. That's smart.
I would say if you're going to are you going to throw it or are you going to run up and?
Well, right now, like I just picked up this weapon, and I've assessed the weapon. So now I realize that it's a piercing weapon, not a slashing or
Okay, but
weapon.
If you want to try to, I would say give me either a nature or a history check to try to recall the information, like whether or not you know where vital organs of a dragon are in general, or if you remember where they are.
So I'm gonna roll. Either one is a +3, so I'm gonna roll. I guess history.
Okay.
So 15 + 3.
You remember any dragons you've ever seen or any dragons you've ever seen felled. They have like their flesh is very, very strong, but they have vital organs like at the base and like where their main body like meets where their neck begins. It's like, you know what I mean? Kind of right in there is where you'd find like the heart and the main organs right in that starting right there in the back.
Am I facing this thing so that I can see that spot?
Yep.
I guess.
But as you're getting a generalization because when you look at it, you see like it's a black form and it's like sky at midnight black. Like,
So
I'll give you this.
Like
I'll give you this. Where you believe its heart to be, there is what looks to be a star. So that would give you a good like place to attack.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look over at the group and just tell them I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna javelin this guy.
You're throwing it?
Straight up Shaka Zulu, son.
Do it.
Okay. Give me
Get
an athletics check.
Does raging out, is that like a action or?
I think it's a bonus action for him.
Groups. I don't know about Tony just rolled a natural 20 plus fucking 9.
Yes.
Okay. Secondary, would you like to rage as a bonus action?
Absolutely.
You're raging. All right. Now, because of that, I'm going to give you advantage on this attack roll.
Do you know there's a
give me
drinking game related to that song? Or the
Oh,
music
hold on.
video?
What's your bonus for the Sword of Crom? What's the bonus to the attack on the Sword of Crom?
If you drink every time he goes like this,
I just do it because I just see lightning.
No, like if you were to attack with Sword of Crom, it's like Sword of Crom, then it says plus something to attack to hit.
What do you mean? You got me lost here. I'm a little fucking baked.
All right, yeah. If you go to
It's the My
action
Sacrifice
and where
video,
your
that's what
weapons
it
are,
is.
your attacks, it says it's like attack and then the weapon name, range, hit / DC. The hit / DC is your bonus to hit.
I'm gonna send it to you.
It says 1d8 plus 5.
Hold on. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm
And
gonna.
in parentheses, it says 1d10 plus 5.
That's your damage. What's the number next to that on the left? It's a plus sign, and then a number.
It just says plus 5.
Let me just double check. I'm pulling up your sheet now. All right, Sword of Crom. Sword of Crom's a plus 9. So, all right. I'm going to give you advantage on the attack roll. Whatever you roll, it's plus 19.
Wow.
So roll twice.
Alone I want the world to change.
Just watch the video.
Is it whatever you roll plus 5, right? And then plus 19?
No. It's whatever you rolled plus 19.
And then at one point in time, there's 2 of them. So they're both doing it.
All right, so I rolled 13 plus 19.
What did you get for your second roll?
A 5.
All right. So a 13 plus a 19, that's a 32. It's definitely going to hit. It definitely hits, and because you're using it on a dragon, the damage is doubled. So give me 12d8 damage.
I got to roll a d8 12 times.
You can have the system do it.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Feel your damage.
12d8 is 96.
Frankly, if you're sending it to me, don't do it on Instagram because I got permabanned.
Oh, do you have the talk?
No. Send it in Messenger.
Okay. I was gonna copy the link.
I'm just gonna have the system do it.
What was that?
I'm just gonna have the system do it.
Okay.
Smart. But just yeah.
Hold on, the fucking stupid above TT is being stupid.
I got you.
Roll the dice 12 times. It's easy.
He would have 100% forget.
You know about the Creed drinking game? No. Oh, this is a banger. We don't drink. Yeah, that's fine. But you if you really need to get hydrated, I think you'll find this entertaining. Yeah. If you play the music video for My Sacrifice, and you take a drink every time Scott Stapp goes like this. Oh. And it happens so much. There's a point where he Scott Stapp out of a boat and they both so we gotta get hydrated on us. And here's the there's another one.
61.
61 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's another one. Yeah. There I am. Oh, I think it's right here.
So wouldn't it take? Is that doubled already, or is not doubled yet?
That should be doubled because normally it's 60. It's 60.
So he takes 122 damage.
No.
No.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, because he's doing it without the double, so he takes 122 damage.
22, 7.
That's good.
That's in a music video.
Did we just kill your
Alright.
dragon?
How do you want to do this?
Dragon?
Did I just kill the dragon?
You
killed
fucking
the
killed
dragon.
it.
You
You
did 122 damage in one attack, and you still have another attack.
I just killed the fucking dragon. Tell me I'm
Dragon Lance
He's
Clan.
not there. He's not. Can you finish killing the dragon, please? Just finish. Finish.
Seek,
killing
seek
it.
validation later.
Okay. Okay.
Fire from Creed is playing.
I
So
can finish.
so hold on. I'm gonna set the scene.
Let's do it.
Nori's on the ground. She reaches up to you, hands you the dragon lance. You're like, I'm gonna do it. And then you fucking hulk up. You fucking crow step like Vlad Guerrero in right field, and just and you watch the dragon sitting there like, and it just put like that star right in dead center of his chest. You watch the lance hit and just drive its way in, and the dragon just kind of you watch it like stumble, and it's like it can't even produce sound. It's pierced its heart. It's dying in front of you. You still have another attack.
You know what you do now? You take the sword of Crom and you run up on that shit and you like hike off somebody's back and then you just come down on its neck.
Now, can he pull it out and then stab him again for another double?
Oh,
Yeah.
put it up through his fucking chin.
All right, so this thing's on the ground now, so I guess suffering.
This thing is like collapsing down on the ground. It's still like on its feet,
Okay.
but it's dying. Like you did enough damage to knock it down to 0.
Technically, I still have my hammer, don't I?
Technically, you do.
him.
I forgot about your
Finish
hammer.
So
him.
I walk like a badass right up to him, and I just swing the hammer right on the end of the dragon lance and fire it through him right like a railroad spike.
All right. So you John Henry, the fucking dragon. You watch it shoot through the back as it does this giant burst of light. Appears out of its back. It's like it's collapsing in front of you. You notice that the dragon lance is now just kind of floating in place, covered in this like thick black goo, the blood of this dragon.
Can I continue here?
Go ahead.
I reach up, I grab that thing, and I just flick all that guts off like a motherfucker. Right?
I stand up and I'm just like,
And I look at everybody and I go,
slow clap.
that's how it's done. And I just put this thing on my shoulder. And I just walk. So I walk
Very
like.
good. Very good.
All right.
Fucking let's loot this corpse.
Then I pull out a giant Lotus Sweet joint and I say to the group, I just acted so masculine. I need something phallic in my mouth to balance it out.
Chiron's not here.
I'm gonna go ahead and loot this guy. Anything good?
You gonna loot?
Yeah,
well,
can
yeah,
we-
I'm gonna look
Gotta loot.
around. Is there anything?
Okay.
Yeah, did the dragon leave anything?
Sure.
As well, the dragon, as you begin to loot, you feel an immense pull from the dragon. You watch as it starts to like the space, like the space imagery on this dragon's flesh begins to kind of compact, and it's like getting tighter and tighter, kind of like a dying star.
We need to get out of here.
We need
How
to
do we
leave.
get out of here?
Raceland, where's this
Portal
portal at?
man, get us
We
out.
need-
Raceland's already ahead of you. Raceland is. You look at him. All you see is the whites of his eyes, and he's like, move.
We're running.
Done. I'll drop whatever or not even look.
All right.
Lance.
I'm gonna need you all. This is important because of the location of where you killed it in relation to where you're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need everybody to give me dex saving throws. This is a moderately high difficulty rating because this thing is it's using its collapsing star. It's a final attack when any void dragon dies. Any adult or higher void dragon dies, it goes supernova.
I rolled an 18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 3.
Perfect.
I rolled a 16.
Nori?
Oh God, Nori.
I think I died.
What's the roll?
I don't know. I rolled in that one. Straight up.
Oh.
But technically, it's the plus 7 plus 4. So
As everybody turns to start running away, Raceland, like, pretty much, what's it called? That, like, Raceland Misty steps his way over there. Sturm's going. Everybody, you're all running. Kavonian, you kind of stumble a bit. Nori, you fall. You're not able to get out of your own way. The light emanating from this dragon begins to it's getting brighter, and you are about to accept your fate until a hand pulls you up to your feet, kind of giving you the help action to re-roll that pathetic fucking roll.
should I get real dice out?
Yep.
Seems to be
Man.
going. Where is it?
Yeah. I got this. Okay, here we go.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
I wish we had a drum
Oh,
roll.
15 plus 7.
Hey.
22.
All right.
All right, Kevin, give me like a bardic inspiration roll for yourself.
Just a 1d10.
Sure. Like, you kind of hyping yourself up to get out of here.
1.
What was that?
It's a 1
Okay.
for the d10.
No, that's
It's
fine.
not a nat 1. It's not a nat 1.
All right.
It's an unnatural one.
Nori, you look up
Denial's
as
ugly.
you stumble and fall on the ground trying to. That hand that pulls you up is Gold Moon's, and she looks at you and she's like, sweetie, we gotta go. She gets you up and she kind of like pushes you in front of her.
I think you should make it sound southern.
Kavonian, you're able to get yourself going in a moderately safe distance. Everybody's running. By the time you and Kavonian get to the rest of the party, where you see, like, you're at the end of the hall where you guys came in, you watch as this portal opens up. As you're running, you look back over your shoulder and you watch as Gold Moon is stuck in the gravitational pull of this dying dragon. She's trying to go. She can't.
I stopped time.
Okay.
What's happened?
Now that should technically keep the gravity from pulling her because it's also stuck in time.
Okay. You do that as the dragon's detonating.
Right.
So you're watching, Tenzo, you're at the portal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can walk through, you can be, and you're safe. You see Gold Moon, and you watch the dragon's corpse it finally hits critical mass, and then as it, boom, you stop time. So there's an explosion going on. You now have 2 minutes to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do, because everybody is now frozen in time, except for you.
Yes.
I just
So-
picture him going like Zach Morris.
This is me just not letting anyone die.
Buddy, this is your Quicksilver moment.
So I use Dimension Door, get her, come back to the entrance of the portal that was open.
Okay, give me just for the sake of fuck you, give me
The sake of you killed my dragon way too fast.
I need drama. Give me an athletics check, just to make sure that you are able to physically carry her. You're a wizard. You know, you're not Fatu. You're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Well, let's see. Do I have to carry? I think I could just touch her or grab her hand. But anyways, let's see.
Yeah, because it's a teleport spell. Remember, he doesn't have to.
You
Pick her
also
up.
you're also kind of pulling her out of the space-time continuum.
You said
Yeah.
gravity doesn't matter now that he's paused it.
So I did 18.
Perfect. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
So
You dimension door. You grab Gold Moon. You come back through. You're all right in front of the portal. The only person who's like got any kind of distance, like who's gonna take any kind of damage, is Kivonian. I'm gonna give him one last shot to try to dodge some of it. But so do you, like, the portal itself too? The portal is frozen. Like, you have to reactivate time for everything to work.
okay. No. No, I remember now. I have like 6 turns with this shit. I'm gonna grab him too.
Okay. I'm still go. No, you don't have to roll again. I'll give it to you. You've already proven you can grab somebody. So you're literally Quicksilvering.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you fucking grab him. You grab Nori because she's gonna make it, but you grab her anyway. You just poof 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 poof. Everybody's at the portal.
All right. So, well, is there a way that through the portal? Am I pulling them in already, or am I just placing them? Because that doesn't make any sense. If
No,
I'm
you're
just
at the
placed.
portal.
He said the portal.
Yeah, it's like when Fry drinks too much coffee and he saves everybody from the fire. He just moves them
Okay.
where they need to be.
So then, as I see everybody's
I got
in the
my head
clear,
right now.
then I
You can
undo.
do it. You can do it in a sense. You can do it in a sense to where, like, you're coming back through the dimension door and like nudging them towards it, to where when time like starts up again, they'll be pushed forward through it.
Okay, then that's what I'm doing then at that point.
Cool. All right. So you've got Gold Moon. You've put her in a position. Kivonian, Nori, Raceland, Sturm, Fatu are already there. You're there now.
And then I let time go.
So time goes. Raceland turns as this starts to detonate, and he's kind of taken aback as Gold Moon, Kivonian, and Nori just get pushed, as if they're lawn darted through the portal in front of him. He's like, what the? You look back and you watch this just boom. Supernova of pure celestial energy is just blowing out. It's coming at you. And everybody else, I take it, is going right through the portal.
One
you have
back
to sit there and watch a supernova.
Cool as it would be.
Yeah. All right. Now you end up back on Tristan Donalus' island. Everybody's safe. You land Kivonian, Nori, and Gold Moon. You kind of, as you push through, you end up boom on the ground. You're laying there on the solid earth, Gold Moon's crying because she had pretty much accepted her death. Yeah, you all come through. Fatu, you're currently holding the Dragonlance. You feel it, you watch as it kind of just, since you're not in combat, you watch as it just kind of shrinks down into your hand, and it fits like a dagger.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so you're like, what the fuck?
Shrinks when you're not using it. It gets excited in combat,
Yeah. That's what you're gonna call your cock.
Dragonland. Sexual innuendo.
So you're back. Everybody, Raceland walks through. Raceland looks at you, Tenzo, and he's like, good work.
I'm huffing and puffing. I'm thumbs up.
Kivonian says, good thing I came up with that great Dragonlance plan. Right, everybody?
I look around and I see if anybody is asking for the Dragonlance, and then I slowly put it in my bag of holding.
Smart.
Remember, we have to give that. No, we don't have to give. Do we have to give that to him? No, we don't have to give that to him.
No.
Now what?
So as you're sitting there, Fiston Donalus comes out of his tower. He looks at he's looking at everybody. He goes, I take it all well.
We're alive.
Did Paladin ask about me? The god? That you're in his palace? His hall?
No, I didn't even mention your name.
Ouch. Ouch.
Well, he wasn't there.
We still say no.
Good. So where is it? Where is the dragon?
Secured.
It's safe.
He looks at Tenzo side-eyed. He goes, well, I've held up my end of the bargain. He goes, when you're ready, we'll get you back. And he looks at Raceland and he goes, and then we can start our business.
Oh, that was the deal.
I walk up to Raceland, kind of shoulder to shoulder with him on opposite ends, and I'm just like, I still don't think you need to do this.
Raceland, half smirkingly, he's looking down. He just kind of looks over at. He's like, Tenzo, I've got it.
So then I'm like, what do I tell your brother when we don't come back with you?
He's like, tell Karaman I'm fulfilling my destiny.
Hmm.
I walk right up to him and I give him a big hug.
Give who?
Raceland, I'm sorry.
He's like,
This-
what? He looks over at Tinsel. He goes, why is he touching me?
I'm gonna miss you, buddy. This has been a great, however much time it's been. We've
Open up
seen
that
some
fucking
shit.
portal. I gotta go see my woman.
This guy needs to get banged. We've got things to do. Let's move on though. I love you.
Fist and Donald looks
Been
he
an
looks
hour
at you.
and
He
a half.
goes, he's like, he looks at you. He goes, you wanna? You're all ready to leave now?
Do we want to rest? Maybe we should long rest. Some of us got a little fucked up. Can we rest here? Can we rest one night here?
He goes, of course. He goes, of course you can stay the night. He goes, you already stayed here. You were here last night.
All right. Let's stay one more night.
Okay. He
Famous
looks over
last
at Race when he goes, what year was it when you left?
What kind of character? Did we know that to begin with?
One.
No.
Raceland did.
Raceland
You
did.
didn't.
Oh, that makes sense.
He can tell you. You just
Yeah. Him and Raceland walk off. They're talking. Zach's. Gold Moon is sitting on the ground sobbing and on Sturm's shoulder. What's it called? Yeah, so now you guys can do whatever you want beforehand.
Devonian obviously is going to roll on Lotus Weed and just
Now that I've actually slain a dragon with the dragon lance, do I have a better understanding of it now?
I wouldn't say yet. Like, you've literally been holding on to this thing for a grand total of 15 minutes.
Feels like a lifetime.
You feel mighty, like badass and all that, but at the same time, you're just like, yeah, bro.
All right, so I pulled a sword of Crom out and I just start swinging it around and doing like an exercise and just training because I feel so I have so much.
Feel so virile.
You're like
Exactly.
staring at your hand and closing it into a fist.
Vascular. The veins are pumping blood.
Oh my god.
Through where?
All throughout my body.
You also need to listen to My Sacrifice by Creed.
Yes.
What am I hearing right now?
I don't know.
Whose kids are yelling?
Oh, I just muted myself, and that's my daughter.
Not mine.
She's mad.
Oh no.
Or nor.
What did you do, Tim? What did you do, Lewis?
No, it's almost her bedtime. That's why she's all upset.
Yeah.
I totally feel that. I too get upset when it is my bedtime.
Yeah.
I like we both responded like Vietnam War veterans. Like,
Yeah.
You weren't there.
You got that real deep look in your
1,000-yard stare almost.
Start lighting up my cigarette.
You were
Yeah.
there at Hill 319. In Quezon.
You guys are ridiculous.
We lost a lot of good men that day.
So Raceland's talking to Fist of Dontalus, right?
Yep.
So then I kind of walk over and I'm like, Raceland, can I have a word with you, please?
To Raceland?
Yeah.
Raceland finishes talking with Fist and Donald. He comes over to you. He's like, what's up?
I just look at him. I'm like, is there anything that I can pass on to you? You pick up really quick on a lot of different abilities. Maybe there's something left in here that I've conjured up for all my experience that you can use.
He stops you. He stops you as you're talking. He kind of leans in close. He goes, Tenzo, I've learned. He's like, I've learned everything that you could possibly teach me days ago. He goes, trust me when I say this.
Ooh.
I'm not the one in danger. He goes.
Is he about to Darth Sidious, this guy?
He's like, he's looking at you. He goes,
story of Darth
he's like, I've got this.
Not from a Jedi.
So then I ask him, is there any way that we can somehow ever communicate again in the future?
He goes. He looks at you. He goes. My calculations are correct. Yes. He goes. It's not. He's looking at you. He goes. I'm certain it's going to be a lot easier.
So then I guess what I do is, out of respect, I extend like my arm out in gesture of like a handshake, but like one of those like kind of like manly handshakes. Yeah, full arm.
Viking handshake.
Yeah.
He reaches in. He grab you as he grabs onto your forearm. You feel, just in a sense, like kind of how physically deceptive he is. Like it's not like a crushing grip, but you feel you feel the force. Like he's got strength. Like he's not as meek as he appears. He looks at you. He goes, and don't worry about Caramon. He'll understand. He goes, and if things work out as I expect, he goes, he won't have to understand. He goes, but let's not say too much. Let's get you all out of here.
So I guess I give him like a nod of understanding, and I turn around and go back to the group.
Okay. Do you guys want to like just set up camp and get your long rest, or do you want to role play some more?
I feel like the only other thing that would happen would be me and Fatu talking around the fire, smoking a doobie. So let's just say that happens. And if nobody has anything else, let's go to fucking bed.
Okay.
Together. Stay warm outside in this island. It's a cool breeze.
I'm good. I'm good.
Feel it down in my palms.
Okay. As you're all sleeping, Tenzo,
get ready to take him down to farmer's market.
You are woken up in the middle of the night by what you believe to be our voices. You hear voices. You sit up in your tent. You poke your head out, and you can make out in the light what you believe you know to be Raceland, and he's talking to a cloaked figure that you assume is Fist and Dauntless. Like they're looking at each other, and you make out. You hear Raceland. He goes, "That wasn't part of the deal." And you hear Fist and Dauntless go, "Things change."
Things change, he says.
I walk over. I start to walk over, like, to see what's going on.
Fist and Dauntless disappears.
But Raceland's still there.
Raceland's still there.
So I ask him, what's going on? Where did he go?
Raceland looks up at the top of the tower, back at you. He goes, he looks at you. He goes, don't worry about it. He goes, he wants to change certain aspects of the deal we made, but I won't let him. He looks at you, he goes, but he's not going to be quite happy tomorrow. So when I say to go, you just go.
And so I guess I just accept his word and walk back, but apprehensively walk back.
Okay. All right. So you continue. You guys, you go back to your tent. You go back to sleep. Like as you go back into your tent, you watch Raceland. He sits down around the fire. He's just kind of staring into it. You wake up the next morning. Everybody wakes up. Long rest complete. Good job.
I need the Final Fantasy
Everybody
and completion music. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
You know, you all kind of make your way out of your tents. As you do, you see Raceland and Fist and Donalis are standing in the clearing. They're waiting for you all. Everybody, you all pack up. You approach the two wizards. Fist and Donalis. He starts doing his conjuring. He looks at Raceland. He's like, I can't guarantee it's going to be 100% accurate. He goes, you are asking me to open up a means of going about 500 years into the future. He goes, that might be something that's even out of Fist and Donalis' realm of ability.
How did we even get back here?
Huh?
How did we get back here?
How did you get back there?
Yeah.
A Raceland, in a moment of pure panic, opened up a pair of portals. One sending you guys back here. The other one sending the rest of the party back to the bar when you were about to be crushed and eaten by the Elder Dragon.
That's right.
Is there a chance while they're doing the spell or he's doing the spell that I can kind of just analyze it? Can I roll to just like analyze it as he's doing it?
Go ahead. What are you trying to get from it?
Just if there's anything that sinks in, since I'm a wizard, it's like I just want to maybe just
Or
mentally.
to see if you could like hone in on either one of our presence, wherever we are.
Oh, yeah. Give me a perception or investigation check on that, or an Arcana check, if you're just trying to focus on the magic aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because she's got magic.
18.
18. From what you've learned yourself about portals, in the recent from dealing with the one true God and such, and getting that ability, you're watching, like, you're picking up on aspects of the chronergy, the time magic that Fist and Donalis is doing. While it seems archaic in its attempts, it is also brand new to you. Like, you're looking at this like, oh wow, look, you're watching as he's honing through, like, the spell is cruising through time.
Okay.
Like, he's just going forward and going, and finally he's crafting, and he just boom, and a portal opens in front of you guys, in front of the entire party. He goes, he goes, hold on. He's going to, yep. He goes, I believe this is it. He goes, hold on. He looks over at Fatu. He goes, oh yes. He goes, there's something on the other end of it. Quite strong feelings for this. At this same moment, Kaywin and Afine, you watch as like you guys are just literally sitting in the bar. You've just like moments ago like banished Haster from your presence. You sat down like what the fuck, and you watch as a portal opens up in the middle of the bar. Fiston Donalus looks back. He goes. He goes. He sensing Inafine. He goes. Oh, there's something else.
What?
Do I walk through like Black Panther in Endgame?
You can.
I told you.
I told you.
He looks at Raceland. He goes. That child. He goes. That child. Ooh. The things we could do. He begins to enter the portal.
Right? Fiston Donalus?
Yes. Raceland stops him. Once again, he goes, that Raceland's like, that definitely wasn't part of the deal.
I scream out, "Let's go, everybody go."
Sturm's got his shoulder, a hand around Gold Moon. They go through. Fiston Donalus, he's looking at Raceland. He goes, fine, I can do it later. He goes, but I'm taking what I want. Tinzo, as you go to move, you feel yourself frozen in time. Not like how you freeze time, where everything is frozen. You cannot move. Fiston Donalus is gazing you down. Kavonian, you, Nori, and Fatu are still there. You see Tinzo is not moving.
And it's definitely Fiston Donald that's doing it?
I mean, out of character, you know it is, but in character, you don't. You just see Tinzo just kind of standing there frozen in place.
Where is Fist standing in relation to everybody else?
Hold on, let me load up the map. That's on me. Where are we here? What the fuck? Where? No, this is not. There it is. Okay. Jesus. All right. You're not all this big. So, all right.
That's what
Let's
she
say
said.
Raceland and Fiston Donalus are right here. Let me draw something. Hold on, I'm gonna draw a circle. That's your portal. Oh no, undo. Sorry. You're right there, Fatu. Tinzo's right here. Gold Moon gone. Sturm's gone. Nori's right here. You're right. You're about right there.
And which one is Fisty? Whoa. Any frozen?
Yep.
He's frozen on his O face.
Oh. He's
great frame for it to freeze on.
He's invoking the essence of Tinzo. He's doing really well. I applaud him. Way better than how I created my character.
It's so accurate.
My computer just froze.
Nice. Camera looks better on your phone anyway.
Yeah, we can hear you better.
Yeah. Might just use your phone from now on, Chief.
All right. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, don't help us out in any way, shape, or form trying to create content.
All right. So, like I said,
3 out of 4 of us have actual a setup and everything.
You guys are about to go through the portal, and as you look back, you see Tenzo is standing there, not moving.
Okay, now where is that him? Or is that Raceland?
That's Raceland, but you gotta figure Raceland is got his hand on Fist and Donald's shoulder because he's stopping him from going through the portal. So Fist and Donald is right at the same spot where Raceland is.
How much time has actually passed since are they in our dimension wherever we are in time yet?
You and Enafine watch as Goldmoon and Sturm have come back through the portal.
So I'm in the middle of saying this. I'm telling my story of the time I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel.
Sure.
Cavonian cast Dissonant Whispers on 5th level on Fisty Donalus. I'm mostly trying to break his concentration on whatever spell he's doing.
He's immediately going to counterspell that.
Oh.
He looks at you, and he's just he's looking at Tenzo, and he kind of looks over at you, and he's just silent. And you find yourself unable to speak.
My worst nightmare.
I start trying to. Well, I would assume I still have control of my mind, so I start saying out loud in my mind, Raceland, can you hear me, Raceland?
Raceland's you hear him. He's yeah. He's give me a moment. When I'm able to break his concentration, you have to go as fast as possible. He wants you to be his new vessel.
God damn it.
And as he's telling you that, you can also hear Fist and Donald he's that good. You hear him, he's he goes, this body is ancient. He's you're young enough. He goes, you can carry me for a few centuries.
It's a trap.
So I can hear him saying that then.
Yeah.
And I'm no, I don't think I'd like to do that very much.
I don't blame you. All right, Cavonian, you can't speak. Nori's just kind of standing there. Let's say, you know what? Fuck it. She went through the portal too because Laura left. The only person who can actually do something right now would be Fatu.
Well, I could run. I just can't say anything.
Sure, you can run.
I don't want to though.
Okay. Fatu, what do you do?
This is the best thing I've heard.
I mean, sort of. I basically see Tenzo frozen.
Massachusetts one. I think.
As we're walking through a portal, is that what I'm being told?
And it's
yeah, you're about to walk through it, and you look back, and Tenzo is not moving.
I asked Raceland in my mind, Raceland, can you set up a link with these guys for me to talk to them?
You just kind of hear him. He's kind of busy right now.
God damn it. Well, I can't move my hands. I can't do anything.
To work, it's
does Cavonian notice it, or is he just walking through the portal too?
Yeah, I just tried to do a thing and he silenced me.
He
You know what? Fatu, I give you a look, and I look back to Tenzo, and I look back at you, and I motion like, let's go get him, essentially. Let's just go. I start running toward Tenzo.
To stress you out because I hate having to worry about the
I look back at the portal.
Of course, I would help you, bro.
Look
But I
back
would
at Tenzo.
to bring some awareness
Back
to
at
your
the
job,
portal.
too. And then eventually,
I'm
I
like,
gotta start
oh.
having people on mine.
Kivonian, as you're running back towards the portal, you're running back towards Tenzo. You get within, you're about to grab onto him, and you feel an immense pull on your back. And you just kind of hear Fiston Donnelly in real world. He goes, please. And he takes you and he throws you through the portal.
Oh, shit.
You find yourself like you poof.
I slam directly into Brandon or into David.
Like you, as you land, boom.
I love his story. And
you see Kaywin on the ground underneath you, and like you kind of look in front of you, and there's Inafine staring at you like.
I see that happen. I look over at Tins and I go, seems like you got this figured out. Seems like you got this figured out. And I just slowly back into the portal.
He does this the Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
But you walk through the portal. You walk backwards. You're back.
Inafine walk through. Can I talk now that I'm not through the portal? That I am through the portal?
Yeah, as you come through the portal, as you land and you kind of look at Kaylin, a moment or two passes and you feel that whatever was stopping you from speaking, you feel it kind of break, and you look at Kaylin, you're like, holy shit.
All right,
why are you on top of me?
I see Fatu come through the portal.
He moonwalks through.
I say, no, we can't leave him there. And I get up and I start trying to fight back to go through the portal. And I'm pulling out my dagger as I'm doing that.
Is anybody stopping you?
That's up to them.
I still have no idea what's going on.
I step in the way. I go, pal,
It's something little. It's not that serious.
I know what you're trying to do,
When we're spending a
but
certain
I
amount
think
of
there's a
money
reason why they're keeping him there, and I don't think they want us there.
instead of wobbly wheels or
We can't leave him there. We can't just leave him there.
Okay.
I understand that.
I'm gonna do a few rolls here. I'm gonna do Raceland versus Fiston Donnelly.
The racy fist.
Okay.
Role play.
1 best of 3. Okay. All right, Tenzo, you watch as you're frozen in place. You watch as Kivonian gets thrown through the portal like a drag doll. Fatu is just like. And Nori walked through oblivious, like not. She's just walked through like, oh, I'm going home. You turn your gaze goes back to Raceland and Fiston Donnelly. You watch as Fiston Donnelly kind of pushes him off, like pushes him back in the same kind of manner he did to Kivonian. It doesn't work in the same manner, and now they square off. They're, they both got staff. They're doing their shit. It's like
Gandalf and Sarah.
It's like when Harry Potter and Voldemort square off.
Yep.
Actually, no. It's more like Dumbledore and him. It's like,
yeah.
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 You can kind of hear like Fiston Donnelly is like he's telling Raceland, he's looking at him. He goes, "He will be mine, and this does not bode well for you, child."
Was this Wayne's World?
Does he still have his concentration hold on me, or did he let it go? Oh, okay.
But you watch as they go back and forth. Fiston Donnelly hits him with what you assume to be some kind of poison, like a poisoning spell. Raceland like collapses onto one knee, and as Fist and Donalith is like approaching him, you watch as Raceland kind of steps up, grabs onto him, and you can't really pinpoint what he casts, but he does enough damage in that immediate moment that you can feel your like that sudden you're not frozen anymore. You feel control over your body. What do you do?
I start to run over to Raceland.
There goes my.
You hear in your head.
Like I want to go.
Head, no, run.
So it's
what
like
do you do?
I'm being dramatic, so it's like I have tears rolling down my face. So I just beeline it for the fucking portal. Then.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do one last roll here to see if Fist and Donalith has a chance to get hold of you again. Okay. That's a nat 20 for him. He does. As you're literally about... Wow. That's crazy that was the roll. You're literally about to go through the portal. And as you're taking that last step, your body locks up again.
Well...
Is any part of him sticking through the portal?
Huh?
Is there any part of him sticking through the portal?
No, he is literally like his hands in like he's running, and the portal is like here in front of his hand, like inches.
Is there a way that I might have seen that he was about to cast that, so I can try to counterspell?
Your back is to him.
What if I just do a chronal shift?
If you what?
If I chronal shift it so that he re-rolls.
Can Cavalion stick his hand through the portal from the other side? Like,
hold on, he's gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he has to re-roll. Yeah.
He has to re-roll?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll their little like battle roll.
Cool.
So in that moment, all right, as like you feel your body locking up, you're able to get off your chrono shift magic. The roll, like it kind of momentarily rewinds in the sense of like everything redoes, and his second attempt fails drastically. Like it went from a nat 20 to a nat 1.
What?
So like he's momentarily like, what? Like he's like, wait, what? He goes to do it again. Like he takes his attention away from Raceland. And as he goes to do it, Raceland blasts him again. And like you feel you're free as you're going through. The last thing you see is both men appear to be like not being ripped apart, but like they're both taking a ton of damage from each other. Like Raceland's blasting him, but Raceland is taking a shit ton of damage from whatever. Like Raceland, it looks like he's dying, like he's deteriorating from whatever poison spell Fist and Donalith cast on him. But Fist and Donalith is like being burnt to a crisp. So that's the last thing you see as you fall through the portal. You find yourself in the bar. As you fall into the bar, like you get back up and you might think twice about going back through the portal. And if you were thinking twice, you watch as the portal disappears.
I go ahead and fall down and Man of Steel cry. No.
No. Great reference.
Caramon walks up. He goes, "Where's Raceland?"
And I'm just there sobbing on my knees.
And that is where I'm gonna end it tonight.
That's good.
The last thing anybody hears is just me going, "Where were you guys? Where the bloody hell have you been?"
I grab Infinite and I say, "I fucking slayed a dragon. Now it's time to slay some puss."
Gun Bunny Customs and stuff, but
whatever.
Hey, where were you guys? I'm gonna slay some puss.
I killed a fucking dragon. Get over here.
Oh, your brother's dead. Sorry. I'm gonna go pound some tang.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 whole days since I've had sex.
He's a good man, but he's fucking dead. I'm gonna go kill this pussy.
Take a Infinite on my shoulder like a fucking real caveman, and I walk into the other room.
Hopefully you.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so if we're doing, are we going to do every twice a month, or are we going to do once a month?
Right now, let's plan. I can play next week.
I can play next week as well.
As can I.
And I also think I'm good for the week after next too, potentially.
But how about this? We'll plan for next week, and then we'll plan after that. We'll plan for April 26th.
That's the first and last Friday.
Yes.
That sounds good.
All right.
I am down.
Well, that was another fun episode of False Finish.
It gives because if for some reason if something happens we can't play next week, we can try for the week after. It gives us leeway to try to replay and shit.
Exactly.
And at the same time, if things go normal, it gives me a couple weeks in between to plan out what's going to happen in the next session.
It's going to be a big role play episode, this next one, I feel.
It will. It definitely will.
Literally the easiest episode I've ever been a part of because I didn't have to do anything.
You hit 3 lines.
I had to force myself in. Yeah. Great. I love how every stream we do, it's the main thing is going on, and then me and Kevin have our own show in the middle of it.
Yeah. Respect on my name. I killed a dragon.
That is awesome, man.
All right, guys. She's asleep and I'm falling asleep, so we're going to bed.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Adios. Good game.